authentic cheese and charcuterie platters at the estate. And then we also have the added benefit of French wines from the Advini group that are available from the estate. Obviously, during the Corona lockdown, this isn't possible, but it is part of it's a big part of Lavenia's soul and the way that we operate. We love welcoming people at the estate, and we certainly can't wait that for the opportunity that we can do that again.
Well, I've heard that you guys have the best live music or the best music at your testing and sales facility. What is the story there? Is this live? Is this just, do you have a good DJ? How did you get that reputation?
I think it's a bit of a combination. Wine is about senses, and you have to have the right music. And our Celador and experienced manager Ryan Breedenkamp feels very strongly about the music that is played at Lavenier. But also occasionally we have live gigs where we have a variety of music on offer, and the focus is always on the wine of the estate. But if you have the ambiance and the background music and just the entire experience of this beautiful tranquil setting, the wine also comes to its own.
Well, that sounds awesome. Now, you mentioned the coronavirus and our current situation. So, this has forced all of us to rethink our business models. So, do you guys have any changes in mind or new ideas?
One of the things that is clear from all the research that is being done in terms of the commercial aspect of coronavirus is that your brand equity will show in terms of how quickly the brand recovers after the coronavirus. And I think in that sense, Lavenier has done very, very well. We've done well in terms of the direct sales, and now that the market has started to open up again, we've been absolutely humbled by the requests and orders that we've received, and support from loyal supporters of Lavenier in general, globally. And this has been absolutely wonderful to see that we were able to pull it through and still maintain good rates of sales through this loyalty for the brand that was built up over the past 30 years.
So things like social media and that type of stuff, how important is that, do you think that's going to be for the future of the wine industry?
Well, I've constantly mentioned engaging with your consumer and understanding your consumer, but also sharing your heart and soul with the consumer. That aspect of authenticity is incredibly important. And that also reflects in our social media approach. We regularly give Dirk an opportunity to show what he's doing in the vineyards. To give the people of we give the people of Lavenier a voice through social media, and we get a glimpse into the life of people at Lavenier, the production side as well as in the market, and also support our colleagues in the industry. During this lockdown, restaurants and hotels that supported Lavenier over the decades were closed. And as soon as we were able to support these restaurants again, we absolutely did that by ordering them their food, enjoying them safely at Lavenier Estate, and pairing them with our wines as a team from Lavenier. So it's about relationships, it's about engaging with your customer, it's about authenticity, and it's about being true to your philosophy and being true to what you represent as a brand and as a winery.
Well, you've summed it up nicely, which almost makes my next question mute, but I'll ask it anyway. What is the most important thing you've learned from your wine journey?
We're an industry that is social. We're an industry that engages. We're an industry that sells a product that people enjoy. And enjoyment is so important. As long as you enjoy engaging with wine and engaging with people, the successes will follow, because people feel that positivity, people feel that energy, and they associate with that. And if you've got a passion for quality, you live your philosophy in terms of what you want to achieve with your wines, then you will be successful. And I've mentioned it a lot during this whole discussion, but if there's one wine quote that really rings true in the approach that we have at Lavinier, it is that authenticity is the luxury. You need to be true. You need to have a product that cannot be replicated, and that's where authenticity of something like a single vineyard range comes into play. And you need to be pioneering, push the boundaries, showcase that versatility of pinotage in Lavinier's case. Be a pioneer of premium pinotage rosé. Why not? And we've got a few other very, very exciting projects in the cellar at the moment. Never stop dreaming. Push that envelope and make the ability to reinvent yourself part of how you continually achieve success. That is part of sustainability, essentially.
That's awesome. So I've heard Lisa from Lisa Loves Wines whispered in my ear that you guys are doing a Biggest Beautiful campaign on your MCC and Pinotage Magnum bottles. So can you tell us a little bit more about these wines?
Yeah, well, gaan groot of gaan huis toe, né? I'm a massive fan of Magnums. I think the way that wines mature in Magnums is just incredible. And we've seen a gradual growth in the interest in Magnums. And especially on special occasions. Father's Day is coming up. And when restaurants were still operating during Father's Day, we had a special where wines by the glass, in terms of our provenance pinotage, was poured out of the Magnum. And it just feels different. It feels grand. It feels impressive. And with the mature, the different way that wines mature in Magnum, I think it's just an awesome way to sell wine in a category that is growing. And we're very, very glad to be part of this initiative to showcase Magnums.
That's awesome. I hear that it's a big growing trend in Europe as well, to take Magnums to parties, and the Magnum sales there is becoming very fashionable.
Yeah, not only in consumption at home, but also at restaurants. Magnums are different. As I said earlier, they're grand, they're impressive, and it immediately makes a big impression if you're serving a wine out of a big bottle. And in a way, it's also something that's associated with parties and celebrations.
So what you're telling me is it's also going to make great Instagram shots.
Yeah, absolutely. True
so if people want to get hold of you, how do they get hold of you guys? Well,
you mentioned it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to contact us directly, it's easy to email Ryan, and you can email him at info@lavinier.co.za.
Oh, that's awesome. We'll put all the links down in the description, and then all that's left for me is to tell you to keep your head up while the lockdown is going on. And thank you very much for spending the time with us. And it seems like you guys have your finger on the pulse of the future.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity, and cheers to the future of South African wine.
Thank you for listening to today's show. Just a quick reminder that you can get that 1.5 liter Magnum discount. So hurry, get in touch with Lisa. She's at Lisa Loves Wines, and we have the link in the description.